Hello everyone and welcome to a new video interview for Jogonet Gaming News. With only a few days left before a new edition of G2E Las Vegas, this time around we are joined by Noah Akers of Akers Manufacturing. The casino loyalty and technology company is set to showcase its latest products and solutions at the event, so Noah is joining us to tell us what can we expect from them at this major event and what is new in their portfolio of solutions. Well, first of all, Noah, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me. I always love coming on Jogonet.
I guess you are as excited as us. And well, what I wanted to know is what does this return to G2E Las Vegas feel like? And what are your expectations for the event? What are you looking forward to the most?
Yeah, I think G2E is always a lot of fun because everybody in the industry gets to see all the new creative ideas that others have produced over the course of the year, and then for us, of course, it's a chance to show our own creations and show our own progress. And my expectation, I think, is that it's going to be a huge year for attendance at G2E. I think it's going to probably be about the biggest year ever, and I think that anybody who comes and stops by our booth and chats with Akers at the show is going to be left with a distinct impression that our technology can dramatically increase casino profits.
Well, now turning to the company's showcase at G2E, can you provide us an overview of what products will be highlighted and what will visitors approaching your stand find there?
Yeah, I think, first of all, Akers, our company is always laser focused on developing technology that makes casinos more profitable. So any product that we showcase at G2E or elsewhere always is created with casino profitability in mind. Some of the products that we are showcasing this year are really focused on player engagement so that we can increase play and increase loyalty. Some of these top line items would be the cashless casino solution. The ticket in bonus out, or TIBO as people call it, will be on display as well. And then we're also debuting our Foundation HQ casino management system that uses real-time analytics to enroll and market to players and maximize their entertainment and engagement.
Well, now that you mention it, Foundation HQ is certainly set to draw plenty of attention at the event. It will be one of the highlights of the Akers presentation. And well, one of its main features is that it helps casinos scale new database acquisition at a significantly lower cost, facilitates enrollment as well. How is this achieved, and what else can you tell us about Foundation HQ?
Yeah, so I think that a really big piece of Foundation HQ is the new enrollment technology. Foundation HQ removes all the friction from enrolling in a casino loyalty club. So from the game, players can just scan a QR code and quickly enroll and start earning loyalty rewards. People can also, if they didn't bring their player card, they can also use that QR code to essentially card in to the game. We did a survey, and if you're familiar with how loyalty works today in casinos, you have to walk over to the player club and stand in line and get a card and then walk back. We found that casinos today are making players wait a combined 1.1 billion minutes in line each year. And that over 80% of the cards that are printed are actually reprints of pre-existing player accounts. So what that means is that people don't really value the cards to begin with. They're discarding them after the visit. And so we're helping the industry transform to this new method that is going to greatly increase the number of people who engage. So I think that if you look at the amount of time that players spend waiting in line, that time is, that's time that players are not using to spend their money and generate revenue for the casino. So I think that if we are able to deploy this new enrollment technology, casino profitability is going to be significantly impacted.
Well, in addition to that study, there's also this recent position paper that found that free play costs casinos more than $37 billion per year. Correct me if I'm wrong. And one concept that we have seen gain momentum is that is that concept of gamification, gamified experiences. Acres has used this concept, and how does the company leverage this idea in its portfolio, and how does an effective gamified strategy help casinos save costs?
Yeah, so first of all, you hit the nail on the head with the 37 billion figure. Free play is kind of a one-size-fits-all solution in the industry, and it kind of gets deployed whether or not players ask for it or deserve it, whether or not it moves the needle. And so we see a lot of free play being wasted. And a lot of that expense goes back to that time value of the player's visit. So everybody has a limited amount of time for which they can be at a casino or really do anything else. And if they spend that time essentially burning off free play, it's just as though they were standing in line for the player club, because that's time that they cannot use to spend their own money. So gamification is a really cool concept. And I think that, let's recognize that the reason players are in the casino to begin with is to play games and to win money. And so we would propose like an additional loyalty tool, besides free play can be used in certain circumstances, but in a lot of cases, we actually need the players to play faster and increase their bets. And so if we can apply what we would call like multipliers to a game and give people increased pays for a limited period of time, that gets them playing faster, playing more, and it's a more entertaining and engaging prize that they're probably going to have fun participating in, and they're going to want to stick around a little bit longer and try to earn it again. So I think that we really owe it to the players now, and our main focus as a company is kind of delivering these gamified loyalty experiences that make people want to play more, stay longer, and come back again and bring a friend.
Well, now I wanted to direct your attention to two products that you mentioned earlier and that will also be part of the event, which are TiVo, Ticket In Bonus Out, which was launched earlier this year, and Cashless Casino. We have discussed these two products in past interviews, but what I wanted to know is what has TiVo's initial reception been like in these first few months? And as for cashless gaming, this is always an interesting topic to cover. How has Acres' footprint in this area developed this year? Was this a cashless year finally the one in which the casino industry embraced this technology?
Yeah, so we did increase our cashless footprint this year. We're now, I think, live in 11 states. So pretty early in 2023, we got some pretty significant approvals in new states like Louisiana and Missouri and Mississippi and places like that. So we're now, like I said, I think 11 states and 35,000 games are live on cashless. I think that 2024, I see a lot of casinos looking to add cashless to their portfolio in 2024 as a service that they're offering to players. And we think that cashless casino is the industry's best of breed solution. We can bring any casino up on cashless within 100 days. And all they really need to do is select a payment provider and a mobile app provider. So we make it a very, very easy process. In terms of TiVo, like, because you also asked about TiVo, it's always an interesting product that gets headlines. People are really fascinated by TiVo. I think it's cool. We've successfully concluded one TiVo field trial in Nevada, and we're set to launch another in the next few weeks. So most of the stuff that we've been doing to bonus through the ticket printer thus far has been pretty simple, like giving away drink coupons or stuff like that. But once we clear this second field trial in a few weeks, now we're going to start doing some really cool things. Like, I'm really looking forward, hopefully in early 2024, we can do like a 4 of a kind promotion on video poker where somebody hits 4 of a kind or a certain hand value and we pop out a bonus ticket. Or maybe we can do one with integrating live sports. So the NHL season starting pretty soon, and we got the Golden Knights here in Vegas. So hopefully we can do one where players get a TiVo bonus when the Knights score a goal, which would be a lot of fun. So I think that 2024 is going to be a great year for cashless, and I think that that's also the year that we're going to start putting out a lot of stuff with TiVo.
Right, that all sounds exciting. And well, the thing is that we have all these new products, innovations at the time of rapid change and emerging technologies. What I wanted to know is more from a from a different angle, which is that, well, for instance, in Nevada, home to the G2E Expo, there have been concerns due to slow gaming equipment approvals. Would you say that delays in timelines and approvals could slow down innovation in the casino industry? What's your take about this?
Yeah, definitely. I can tell you from personal experience that slow equipment approvals in gaming definitely do slow down innovation in the industry. So first of all, we have to recognize that gaming is a really highly regulated industry and obviously rightfully slow. But now we're in a situation where there are dozens and dozens of regulators from every individual state that has gaming, plus if there's a tribe like an Indian tribe, they have their own regulatory body as well. So the tricky part comes, and I guess if we back up, we say, what is the regulator for? The regulator is there, in my opinion, at least as I understand it, to make sure that the games are fair, the players are being treated fairly and correctly. And then number two, to make sure that the casino is doing proper accounting and paying their taxes correctly. So now the tricky part comes when, you have a solution that's approved and working in almost like a dozen jurisdictions, with no consumer complaints and no tax problems reported, but yet it's not okayed in Nevada or maybe another state. So that causes companies like Acres to say, hey, we've invested tens of millions of dollars in creating new technology, but sometimes, why can't we monetize or deploy it in Nevada? And I think there's other talented companies and investors that say, hey, maybe this is an industry we want to stay out of altogether because there's so many regulatory questions that can't be answered, and investing in this industry and trying to create new technology is a risk because maybe we'll never get our products to see the light of day. So it's a really complicated issue. And the people at NGCB, which is the Nevada Gaming Control Board, they work really hard and they have a lot on their plate. I've come to realize that this year and engaging with them directly. I'm really glad that Governor Lombardo, who's the new governor in Nevada, he made this a priority when he came into office. And from what I've seen, the board members and staff at NGCB are really engaging in this issue. I think that everybody wants to see the industry succeed in Nevada, and hopefully we can get somewhere. There's some suggestions on the table, and we'll see what we can come up with. But this is an issue I think that everybody recognizes needs to get fixed. And we have some great leadership in Nevada that's trying to solve the issue.
Yes, certainly. In order to drive further innovation in the industry, because we have all these new technologies, so it's idea that we have them deployed in casinos. Well, now to conclude the interview, what I wanted to ask you is that, well, with only a few months later for the end of the year, what can we expect from Acres going forward? Any updates you could share with us? New events in early 2024? What can you tell us?
Yeah, so the big thing that we're really focused on is launching our Foundation HQ casino management system. We currently expect to do that quite early in 2024. And so we're kind of drumming up to that date. And then once that date comes, then we'll be on to the next one, trying to get more footprint for Foundation HQ and Cashless Casino and TiVo and all the cool tools that we've been developing. So I think that 2024 is looking to be, a really strong year for Acres, and hopefully we can talk again next year and talk about all the success that we've had going into G2E 2024. And it's a really exciting time for our company, and I think the industry overall.
We are looking forward to all those developments as well, and best of luck at G2E.
All right. Well, I wish I could see you there, but there's always next year, right?